Now we will do dynamic division with no remainder. So when we say dynamic, as you know, there will be exchanging here, okay? So I have space here, I can write my name. Alright, so our first problem for dynamic division with no remainder is 6,525 divided by 5 equals. So 6,525 divided by 5 equals. So this is our symbol for divided by, right? And equals. So let's build the stamps. So I have already built the stamps, 6,525, and we need 5 Skittles for our divisor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Skittles. And let's lay them out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so we have said that we always start with the highest category, and of course we start with the thousands. So let's start giving each Skittle the same amount. 1,000 for you, 1,000 for you, 1,000 for you, oh look, we have an extra 1,000 here. What shall we do now? There's not enough to distribute to each Skittle here, so we're gonna exchange this with hundreds, right? The hundreds. How many hundreds are there in 1,000? Yep, you're right. There's 10 hundreds in 1,000, and let's do that. So 1,000, put it here, and let's count 10 hundreds. 100, 200, 400, 600, 700, 800, 900, 10 hundreds, or you can say 1,000. Let's lay them out here. Go. So now I have a lot of hundreds. So now I can distribute all the hundreds to my 5 Skittles. Let's do that. One for you, one for you, you, you. Oh, there's still more. Continue. Oops. Oh, look. So I have no more hundreds there, and there's nothing to exchange. So now we're going to go to the tens. But look, we have a problem here. We only have 2 tens, and we have 5 Skittles. So what can we do? First, we're going to exchange this 110 into the next lower category, and that is the units. How many units are there in 110? You're right, there are 10 units. So let's put it there and let's exchange it with 10 units. 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units, 4 units, 5 units, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's lay them out here. Since we don't have tens to distribute to all our 5 Skittles, what we can do is we can get this blue circle here. This will represent 0. That means nothing, right? So 0 means nothing. So we'll put it here to remind us that there are no tens to give to each Skittle. There you go. Now we can distribute our units here, and we have to remember that we have that 110 there to break down into units later. So let's distribute 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit. Keep going. More. Oh, look there. 10. Let's exchange it with 10 units. Okay, and then I can start giving each Skittle the same amount. Oh, look! There's no more stamp to share. So, we have said that in division, the answer will be how much one Skittle got. Okay? And in this case, let's take a look. One Skittle got 1,000. Let's write it down. 1,000. How many hundreds? 100, 2, 3, 300. And how many tens? No tens. Blue circle means 0. And how many units? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's write it down. There we go. So, first we started with 6,525. We divided it by 5 equals 1,305. Now, I would like you to do another problem, okay? Now, for the next problem, let's write it down. 9,372 divided by 4. Okay, equals. So, I hope you see it well. 9,372 divided by 4 equals. Let's do it. So I have built here 9,372, and in our problem the divisor is 4, so I have laid out 4 Skittles here. Okay, now let's start sharing all the stamps equally to our 4 Skittles. And where do we start when we do division? We always start with the largest category. And here we have the thousands. Let's do that. 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you. Let's continue. Oh, look here. I've got 1,000 left. And so I have to exchange this with the next lower category. And what we have here is the 100. So let's exchange this with 10 hundreds. Now we can start sharing the hundreds. Let's start. more. Oops, I've got another 100 left here and I can't give this away to all the Skittles. I don't have enough. So what do? You're right, exchange with the tens. So how many tens are there in 100? There are 10 tens. So let's do that. 1, 10, 2 tens, 3 tens, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's lay them out here. Distribute. Continue. There's a lot of cents here. I've got 1 10 left, and what do? You're right again. We're gonna exchange this with the units. Okay. 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units, 4 units, 5 units, 6 units, 7 units, 8 units, 9 units, 10 units, There you go, and now we can start distributing them. Okay, so we have said that the answer when we do division is how much one Skittle gets. And the answer here is 2,000. Let's write it down. 2,000. How many hundreds? 3 hundreds. How many tens? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 tens. How many units? 1, 2, 3. So let's read the equation. 9,372 divided by 4 equals 2,343. There you go. That's dynamic division without remainder. Now you can do more problems at home, and you might want to try to solve these problems. 5,412 divided by 4 equals, another problem you can do could be 7,929 divided by 3 equals, and the last one would be 7,934 divided by 2 equals. So you can solve these problems at home, and you can make your own problems too, of course. That's it for dynamic division without remainder.